Welcome back, everybody. It's the 4th annual Walker County Media Day, and we're here at Five Loaves Bakery. Daily Mountain Eagles presenting this event, and we've got our next football team here. It's the Carbon Hill Bulldogs. Head coach Chavis Williams is with us, and Chavis, we're going to let you introduce yourself and give some opening comments. Tell us what players you brought, and then take some questions from the media. So we'll turn it over to you now, Chavis.
First of all, we would like to thank you for putting this event on each year to put these players, give them a platform, and give these small communities a chance to give a little recognition to their respective areas. We're really excited about this year because of, not only because it's the next year, but of the unique situation that we have all been put in over this time. And I just want to brag on these two gentlemen to the left or right of me, and all our players as well, as following the guidelines and making the best of a bad situation. And with all this, you know, being apart from that time from March until June the 9th, it showed us that how important each day was going to be moving forward, and we can't waste a day, and to cherish every moment together, because it can be taken away just like that. Just like the seniors of last year, baseball, softball, and track and field got taken away from them guys before they graduated. But like I said, we got a lot of guys coming back. Made the playoff last year, which was a big accomplishment. But these guys will tell you that we ain't satisfied with just that. It's a step in the right direction, but our goals moving forward are bigger and better each year that goes by. To the left of me, we got our quarterback, Clay Tittle. He's a returning starter. And to the right of me, we got Connor Roden. He's a returning starter on the offensive line. And these guys are part of our leadership group, which consists of 12 guys, and they really are the ones that really run the team. They deliver my message each day. And these guys are going to tell you as well, we're excited just to have the chance and applaud to the AHSA and those above to giving us a crack at this thing. You know, it's easy to just shut it down. But I feel like longest we as adults do our part in handling the situation by having masks on and social distancing, we can give these young men an experience that they solely deserve.
Coach Chavis, welcome back. First and foremost, I know Alex Atkins was a big part of your tenure at Carbon Hill, going all the way back to being assistant. He's graduated, and you also, during the off season, have also had to deal with the surgery with Hayden Pear. He's going to be out. So in that position, who's going to be that kind of quarterback of the defense to help out and call plays with both of them, one of them gone and one of them out for quite a while?
Well, your first question was about Alex, and I mean, I don't necessarily say you replace somebody like that. I think that it's always each year the next man up, and how we handle that is the way and through this pandemic, it also, and every coach will tell you that some things we have been doing in the past has been what I call wasted time, and it has taught us to value time and to also be able to have time to actually sit down and look, because you know when things just going, everything's moving fast, but to actually be able to take a seat back and analyze how you're doing things on a day-to-day situation, it has helped us to where we can kind of develop more depth. The way we practice, I mean, we got guys practicing in multiple spots, and in the past, I would say that would be a waste of time, because we got to move on. You know, we got a game that week. We got to get ready for spring practice. We got to have 7-on-7s. Without all of that, I think each coach will probably tell you that has helped us out. But we have a couple young guys that we have a lot of faith in. That I mean, with those two guys you just named, you're talking about 3 years of linebacker play and nobody else. So, and Alex, it's tough what happened to him going into the last season, but we was very proud of him for what he did. And Hayden, I was trying to keep that a secret. Thanks. But but everybody, I'm just joking. But I'm really impressed with how he's been kicking rehab. He's been really busting his tail on that. And best scenario, we're looking for him to be back after 3 weeks, first 3 weeks of the season. Like I said, he's been rehabbing real well. And, you know, that's the beauty of being on the team. We have other guys that are working their tail off, and hopefully they can take advantage of their opportunity.
Okay, Coach, I know 3 school systems have shut down their football for the year. Why is it important that it continues in Walker County?
Well, it's important in a lot of ways. For me, I just think the biggest thing is accountability for young people. You know, in the world we live in, it's so important. And I might be biased, but football teaches accountability better than any other sport out there. And I truly believe that. And no disrespect to no other sports. All of them, coaching is coaching. But for 11 men to be on the field and have to do a job and have to go to class and have to, you know, be on time for stuff, you're expected to be able to go above and beyond. They're special kids because they go out in this heat. They don't mean they're no better than nobody, but they're special. And I just think that taking that away opens the doors to other things that are not positive. And I truly believe that if we do what we're supposed to do as far as masks and, you know, just social distancing, that these kids will be able to make a memory that'll last forever. And for the communities, I mean, all these communities are small communities. It's what these communities look forward to each week. They look forward to Friday Night Lights. And to take that away, I think would not be very good. Now, I'm all for whatever decision is made. I'm going to respect it and going to follow it. But I think that it's very important for these communities to have something positive to look forward to week in and week out.
Coach, with the tornado, COVID, and political turmoil in the city, how excited are you to have football season?
Well, we're, like, once again, like I said earlier, we're very excited. I cannot say that enough. And yes, Carbon Hill has been through a lot, but one thing I can say about Carbon Hill is that there's unity. You know, no matter what you see in the public at times, there is a good support system, and we are very fortunate to have a good support system around our football program, all athletes at school, and we also have great administration. But yes, the tornado came through and did some damage. And, I'm proud of some. Matter of fact, these 2 guys to the left and right of me went out and helped out where it was needed during those times, and I was very pleased with that, along with other players. And like I said, we got a strong support system, and we're just big believers. And ever since I've been here, we have preached the same thing: control what you can control. You know, we cannot control what happens around us. We can't control how we respond to it and what kind of example we are setting.
This is for the players. We'll start with Clay. Also, this season didn't end like you wanted because there's only a few teams in with the win at the end of the season. But how much, with the young team coming back and a lot of them getting a lot of experience, did making it to the playoffs affect the mindset of the team going into this season?
Well, for me especially, I've been watching Carbon Hill football for as long as I can remember and never really missed a game. A lot of years where we couldn't even compete, and making the playoffs last year gave us the mindset that we were starting to learn how to win, and we're just going to keep working and keep making this program move in the right direction for years to come.
I think it would be a big step in the right direction. Coaches always talked about the seniors trying to set a foundation to build on for the next coming years. So I think if we could get this young team to the playoffs, then they would have some very positive experiences that could help them when maybe they're in this position.
Coach, a 2-part question. Last year was your first year as a head coach. What's the biggest thing you took from that first year into the second year? And then the second part of the question, you won the last 2 ball games of the regular season last year. How important is that to build a little momentum coming into the new year?
On your first question, with the head coaching deal, it was different. There's a lot of growing pains and mistakes made, and if I can tell you, I'm going to make a lot of mistakes moving forward. But I learned, you know, to delegate, you know, to trust my other assistants, and it's been great this year so far as letting those guys be on the platform and letting their light shine, as I say, and trusting them. And it was a learning year, but it was also a lot of positive things that happened, and I enjoyed it and look forward to doing it again for years to come. And off of the success of last year, like I said, we were pleased with that. We talking about somebody that a program that hadn't made the playoffs in 20 years. And you know, in the last 2 games of the year, we could have easily, we came off losing to Winfield and Gordo pretty bad. We could have easily laid down, but man, hats off to these guys and the ones that graduated of sticking in there. And you know, and I felt like the last 2 games of the year, you know, a lot of calls didn't go our way, the ball didn't bounce our way a lot of times, but I commend these guys for finding a way to win, and that's what we preach all the time. It don't matter how you win, it just matters as long as you win. So find whatever way that is and to play for 4 quarters. And we are excited to build off of that. And it looked like for a while it was going to be taken away from us, but I think that we're going to have a chance to see where it goes from there.
Connor, Clay, when you guys were able to come back, start working out together as a team, obviously y'all communicated through social media, through conversations with each other, but being back, being able to work out as a team again after the lockdown, what was that like for you to be able to establish routine again of some type of normalcy?
Well, for most of us, we've been around each other since school started, playing toy ball, middle school. And going that long without seeing each other, like brothers, when we came back, it was just excited to be together and get to work and excited for this season to come.
It was nice to come back. It was good to kind of set a pattern and get into a rhythm with things. And then just hearing about that we will have a season, everyone's excited about this year and what we may be able to do.
Coach, what's your opinion on fans in the stands?
As we stated earlier, I think if we practice social distancing overall, you know, and making smart decisions, I think it's only fair that if we're playing this game, that fans get to get in the stands. I mean, football is not only, the most important thing is for these kids, but it's for these communities as well. And I think as long as we be adults, and there's no wrong decision in this, but it would be hard to sit up here and say that it wouldn't be different if we didn't have fans in the stands. So I think we will have them. To what capacity, I don't know right now, but I think we will have them. And I think it's good experience for these kids to be able to have their family members and friends and communities supporting them while they're out there putting it all on the line on Friday nights.
Coach, what do you see as being some of the stronger, the positions that you're going to be, the groups of positions you're going to be counting on this year?
We returned every offensive lineman from last year, so that's a good thing. And if I had to say a group that was a leader of the team, that would be that group. They're all different, and he'll tell you that they're different personalities. Neither one of them's the same, but one thing they do have in common, they show up to work. I mean, in attendance this summer, I've been pleased with that as well, overall as a team for what's going on. And we have always respected parents who want to go on the side of precaution with not sending their kids sometime. But offensive linemen average over 90% attendance this summer. And they're at the front of the lines, and they're really ready to get after it. And they're a veteran group. We got Braxton Bunn, who's a 3-year starter. He's the oldest starter. Connor Rowland, Sawyer Thomas, Aaron Woods, Seth Woods, K.N. Niels, and I know I'm going to leave some off, but that group, there's a lot of contributors in that group on offensive and defensive front. And our skill players, our quarterback comes back, running back was a 9th grader last year, Devin Daniels. He's matured a lot mentally, so that's going to help. We're going to have, and I know the question went about this, but I'll hit on it. We're going to be playing a lot of young guys again, which my thing is, if they're good enough, they're old enough. That's my philosophy on it.
Coach, talk about the new region. You stay in Region 3. Talk about the region, and for the players, talk about how fun it is to play teams like Curry and Cordova and Oakland, some of these county schools. I know you guys probably have friends on those teams, and how exciting that is to play those inter-county matchups.
Well, the new region got a couple familiar faces in Oakland and Winfield. Great head coaches, great programs. We got a lot of respect for. Coach Hall just spoke before me. actually a good friend of mine, and the other teams: Susan Moore, J.B. Pennington, Vinemont, Holly Pond, Tarrant. I might be missing one in there. I think that's it. But over this time, we have been doing film study on them. They're all different. What I mean by that is some of them run heavy, some of them pass heavy, but they all got quality head coaches, and it's going to be a challenge for us. We look forward to it. The good thing about it, we don't have travel so far no more. We're in the north, so that's the good thing that came out of that. I mean, our farthest trip this year is Vinemont, so we look forward to the challenge.
All right, Coach, I think that was all the questions from the media. When they brought up that this was just your second year, I couldn't believe it. I thought you've been here for 4 or 5 years now. Just the way that this past year has gone over, you know. But I hope you guys have a great second season for you. Me and our sports guys for sure have known you since your playing days. So you've made us all proud to come back and be a head coach here in Walker County, and you're doing a great job with the kids that you've got on your team.
Like I said, we appreciate you guys for having this annually, and also for the platform you put on for schools, sports, all of the above. I mean, it's just hats off to you guys. And I can remember being in this area 15 years ago, and it was the same thing. I mean, it's Walker County sports, and you guys give out us a platform, and these guys will tell you as well that we appreciate everything you guys do. Go Dogs.